2019. Be a GM here in Season 9 of our Colorado Avalanche. 2 more years to go. We are just at the beginning of January, heading into the All-Star break soon. And we're on a quite a winning streak here. Something like 12 and... was it 9 and 3 in the last 12 games? So I am very happy about that. Something I gotta remember is to check trades that are going on each month. I really should do that regularly. Hugo Bork is back off the injury reserve. Let's throw him in there. Perfect. Player morale. Alright, who's set? The Joy. Ooh. Good. Glad you're liking this. Sorry I was dealing with a snake. Oh boy. Got a pet snake over there. That's an interesting pet. Ooh, shutout against Minnesota. I like that. Trades are coming in hot and heavy now. Team's looking to make a push. Oh, and Biekska's been injured with a concussion. Ooh, not good. Okay, so we'll move Walsh up. I think that's the right move to make. No, Vargas is at top 4, so we're going to do it that way. Rakis wants to be top 4. We'll put him in the top 4. Corrado comes in. And that's our first defensive injury of the year. So I'm glad it waited till January. All right, let's see. Has any trades been made yet this month? No pick trades this month. That's understandable. Let's see. Oh, actually... let's see who is for sure going into the All-Star game. So, for the All-Star game, let's see. John Tavares is going. JT Miller's going. Morgan Riley's going, of course. Ryan Johansson, Mika Zibanejad, Steven Stamkos, Tyler Seguin, Vladimir Tarasenko, Alex Nedeljkovic, our goalie, going to the All-Star game. Luke Green is going. Cedric Cools, Johnny Mara, the franchise goalie there in Vancouver, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Ryan Murray, Jeff Skinner, Justin Falk, Milan Spacek, Maple Leafs right winger. I think he's a franchise player as well. Max Lajoie's going. Dmitro Timoshov's going. No wild snake, not pet. You only have a pet leech and 2 turtles, a chihuahua and an English bulldog. Holy jeez, that's a lot of pets. We have none. Much easier to take care of no pets. Let's see. Bob Jeffrey. I don't know who Bob Jeffrey is. I'll have to look and see. Maybe he's a goalie. That's a new name to pop up though, going to the All-Star game. So let's see, stats-wise. McKinnon, 42 points in 46 games, just under a point per game. Biekska's doing very well, 35 and 46 for a defenseman. I like that. On the second pairing as well. Lajoie's got 31. Tanguay's got 28. Korostelev, disappointing numbers, man. Perron's got 23. He's got just as much as Korostelev. And he's on the third line. Sometimes. Let's see. Vigorous not doing great, but he's a +7, so he's holding it down defensively. And let's see our goalies here. Nedeljkovic's got an assist. 7 shutouts for him. Wow. And you know what? Larocque has 2 wins in 2 games. Not bad for a call-up backup. I'll take it. Actually, all of our goalie stats are pretty good right now. Very nice. So, let's see who's going to the All-Star game, who's leading the league in points and stuff like that. Let's see. In terms of wins, Johnny Mara from Vancouver, that franchise goalie I mentioned. Delikovic second with 24 wins. He's played way less games though. Mason McDonald, Goring, an elite goalie. Simeon Varlamov's still doing well. Devin Dubnik's still Minnesota's starting goalie. Wow, that's ugly. Ah, what's wrong with having a pet leech, man? There's nothing weird about that. People have a whole bunch of random pets. The leech is probably the least surprising that you could hear. Calvin Pickard became a 90 overall. Wow. Ooh. He grew. Let's see. No one else here really. Oh, Ray Betts. He's franchise goalie there in taking over for in Nashville. Shoot, what was the Pekka Rinne taking over Pekka Rinne. That's it. Justin Tavares. All right, that's good for goalies. Defensively, let's see who's got the most goals. It is Borman with 15, the franchise offensive defenseman. Wow, Minnesota must be happy with him. That's why they can afford to have Dubnyk in net. Eric Carlson, Gilbert Boucher, Vincent Drouin Delorier, who I think we accidentally traded to them, maybe? The name rings a bell. Maybe not. Maybe I'm... Nope, they drafted him. Never mind. That's their guy. Oh, it's because we have a Drouin Delorier. That's why. Grebashov, McCabe... Martin Pajot, medium franchise. Minnesota has 2 franchise defensemen. Holy crap. Oh, no wonder they can afford to have Devin Dubnyk in net with an 80 overall. He's killing it. Charles Biasca is 3rd in scoring for a defenseman. That's great. Let's see any other names here that are new. Clefbaum's a new name. LaJoie's out there. Roman Yossi. Nice to see these new names showing up. Ooh, Matt Dumba. They have 3 franchise defensemen in Minnesota. Holy stacked team. My lord. Oh, I do not want to run into them in the playoffs. Not at all. Okay, Tyler Seguin. That's probably why they're leading the league right now. Tyler Seguin's leading in points, followed by Tyler Johnson and Cedric Cools, the left wing elite sniper in Vancouver. Milan Spacek is a power forward elite. Where was the other name? Booma, Russell Booma. Nope, that's not the name that I was trying to figure out. Braden Shen's up there in points. Wow. Sam Reinhart, Brett Howden, Brett Ritchie. Morgan Martindale. Trent Redmond. Calgary's looking pretty good now. But Minnesota, though. Could you believe they had 3 franchise defensemen? They must have no one else. Because I don't see anyone in points here. Oh, Brian Little. There you go. Like 84. I think that's their best guy. And finally, goals. Tyler Seguin's got 34. And he's got quite a lead on everyone else. At least 6 goals. Yeah, so he's the man to beat. Tyler Seguin. I want to see Minnesota's team, to be honest. They've got me wondering. Okay, so leading their team is their franchise defenseman. Second on their team is Brian Little. Jason Zucker, Nino Niederreiter, Troy Burke, Michael Granlund, Matt Dumba. There's a second franchise defenseman. Wilson, then Martin Pajot, a 3rd franchise defenseman. They have an elite sniper over there. Jonas Brodin, 86. Wow, my lord. This team is stacked. The only thing teams have going against or have a chance at is, did you miss anything? Not really, just commenting on your leech. The only thing that Minnesota's missing is a goalie. Otherwise, they'd be stacked. Oh, excuse me. The only thing you missed is the fact that Minnesota has 3 franchise defensemen on their team, which is ridiculous. All 90, what was it, 97 and 95? Just absurd, that defense. Jacques Vauclair's injured. Let's trade him out. Patrick. And we're back at it again with the white vans. Oh. Uh-oh. The speed up. There we go. So EA has this little glitch where everything goes very, very fast. That's bad, right? No. Okay, yeah, it's bad for us. It's bad for us. They have 3 franchise defensemen. It's good for them. That means they are... Come on, EA. Let me... There we go. EA and their silly glitches. Hopefully that gets patched out of in the next version. What was I saying? It's very good for them to have 3 franchise defensemen. Although one of them's gonna have to go up eventually. I don't think they can afford all 3. You never know. Maybe they're gonna sacrifice their forwards and goalie for defensemen. That's not a terrible idea necessarily. All right, here we go. Heading into February. I'd love to pick one of them up though. That is what I would do. Okay. We are gonna search defensemen now. So 6, 9, 8, 4, 8. 8's a good number. Lots of defensemen this year. I like it. Thomas Hertl and Ryan Boucher. I don't think it's Ryan Boucher. I think it's something else. Thomas Hertl's an 87. 30 years old. And it's Reed Boucher. No, not interested in this trade. No, thank you. EA ruining games. EA ruining gamers' dreams with a lack of maintenance since 1993. Hey, you know what? They had a very good system up until the Xbox. Then they just dropped everything. Like, I mean, Madden managed to do a good job. How come EA or how come NHL did such a shit job? The X's back. That's great for us. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't. Why they let the NHL suffer, but it used to be a pretty good system. Things worked. You had lots of features. Then they bare bonesed it with the Xbox One. I heard they had to rewrite the entire system, which, I mean, sure, understandable. You had to redo all your work, but it's been 2 years now and it's still garbage. Oh, and Biekska's got an injured neck now. Might have put him in too soon. Right, Baracus can go in. I didn't accidentally turn down injury frequency. I hope not. I remember playing EA 99. That was a fun one. Freight train. Woo woo. Grope. Left wing. Elite player. Ooh. But he is 91 overall. Power forward. He's very much like Landeskog, so we don't really need him. Would be nice just to pick him up for his overall, but Francois Drouin-Delorier has a concussion. Let's trade him out then. Well, let's put in Barkov. Ooh, a shootout loss. Infinity's got an injured going. All right, now we're getting hit with the injury bug. Okay, let's put in... We will throw in Gauthier. How's Perron doing? Still a third line scorer. All right. Not doing too bad right now. Biekska's back. We will throw him back in the lineup. Hopefully he doesn't re-injure himself again. Pretty sure that was a different injury than his first one. He is 89 overall now, which is great to see. Him and Bigris must be playing well together. And LeJoy is up to a 90 now. That's great. This is last year to grow. Yep, M2WIF was amazing. M2WIF. But EA still hasn't fixed some of the bugs, and the game is old. Well, that's why. The older it gets, the less they care about it too, right? So, what the heck is 2 WIF. That rings a bell, and I can't put my finger on it. Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. Nah, never mind. I've never heard of that game. Then again, I don't do much PlayStation either. It's not really my system. Nielsen, I'm not interested in. No, but EA is notorious for letting a game, making you pay full price for a game that's shitty and not fixing it. Notorious for it. Like you'd think with the internet connection and all that, they'd be able to keep their games up to snuff, but with them, they kind of just throw their hands up in the air, wave them like they just don't care. And you get the shit end of that stick. They really want to get rid of Gallagher. Maybe I'll pick up Gallagher. That's not a terrible idea. Brendan Gallagher, 85, 31. He does have 40 points. No, thank you. I think we're good. Our team is good. It was 360 as well, but they didn't advertise it very well. And yes, this is exactly how EA is. Yeah. Yep. EA is a bunch of garbage sometimes, but I still buy their games, damn it, because when you have a monopoly on a franchise, you don't really have a choice, do you? It's not like I can go out and buy a different NHL game, unless they bring back 2K. I loved playing 2K. That was my favorite one, so if they want to bring back 2K, I will gladly play it. I'm glad EA dropped out of basketball, though. That was a bad one. And the only thing EA did right was Madden. Madden is very well done. It's up to snuff all the time, but that's probably because it's America's pastime. So when you're when it's America's pastime game, you get a lot of support. But that's all right. Okay, a little bit of a losing streak here. 34, 20, and 3. Not great. Marcus Johansson's up for grabs. Not really interested in picking him up. Okay, we're almost out of February now. We were looking at defensemen. There we go. They make amazing games suck at management, and some people say the CEO has a mental condition. Well, that wouldn't surprise me, but usually companies like that, they have a board of directors, so usually it's like 5 people making bad decisions, not just one. So that shouldn't make you feel any better that they have 5 different guys making bad decisions. But again, it's all money, right? So if you make a shitty game and people still buy it, that's still money in your pocket. If you make downloadable content and people still buy it, that's still money in their pocket. So really, from a business point, I don't think they're doing anything dumb, or at least too dumb, I guess. To see Perron there grow a little bit more here. Reed Boucher, I'm not really interested in. Let's see if any trades have happened this month. Let's see. Trades. There you go. Okay. So Carolina picked up Seth Griffith. Winnipeg picked up Tolfinson, Ferraro, and Leonov. New Jersey acquired Dansk. Boston acquired a second and Jamie McGinn. San Jose picked up Frederick Anderson, and Anaheim picked up Thomas Hurdle. Interesting moves over there. All right, and actually, we're coming up on the trade deadline here, which is nice to see. Take a look and see if anyone's available that we're looking for. Really, I think we're good everywhere. I don't see any holes in our team. We could pick up a better backup goalie, but really, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try. Ivaros is injured. Don't like that. Okay, Kenny Ryan goes back in. And the trade deadline's upon us. Ooh. First Kraus and second for 2 firsts and Bure. No thank you. Not interested in that. Alright, so let's do a little recap here of the trade deadline. And you guys can give me your input if you have any in the comments and on YouTube and all that. McKinnon, 54 points in 63 games. Duchesne's right behind him. He has 0 penalty minutes. That's pretty good too. Landy's got 49. Biekska's got 40, which is great for a defenseman. Grummet Morris has got 40. Tanguay's got 36. Perron's got 34. I like that. Let's hope he keeps that up. Yeah, let's hope he keeps that up. Hargrave, I'd like to see a little growth out of you. LaJoie, you're looking really good. That made me feel worse, and yep, although Battlefield 4 almost destroyed DICE and EA, but anywho, I'm slightly confused if you're doing good or bad in the game. I'm doing good based on my overall here. I'll show you the, or not overall, but based on the Robert Haig, 26 points, not bad. You can tell how we're doing based off of the overall, which I will throw at you in a second. I'll show you where to look. 2 goals against for Nedeljkovic. I like that. 2.5 for Reimer. He's 5-7-1, so yeah, we could definitely pick up a better backup. 9 shutouts for Nedeljkovic, though. So you can see our overall in the calendar. On the right side, you see we're 38, 21, and 4, which is really good. Our San Antonio Rampage, our AHL team, are 35, 23, and 2. Down there on the other, underneath the other one. You can see right here too, we're second in the second in the division, right behind number 1 there, Dallas. The Dallas Stars. And actually that's a good point. Let's take a look here and see. So we've got 80 points, we're 1 point behind them. And in the entire league, Vancouver's number 1, Toronto's number 2, Dallas is number 3, Philly's 4, and we're still number 5, and that's only because we have to leapfrog these two. If we were Dallas, or if we beat Dallas, we'd be 3rd. So that's because the top 4 are all set by the division winners. So that's why that's like that. Goals for, 2.9, we dropped a little bit. Goals against, 2.3, we went up a little bit, so that's probably why we've been losing a few more games. 16% power play, we could increase that. 81 penalty kill, that's better. Yeah, so we're not doing terrible. Now let's see who's available. That's pretty cool. I wish I knew sports better. Well, the only way you learn is by getting into it. I wasn't too good on it at first, but you know, you're usually playing the games the best way. You start to learn who is good just because they're good, right? Ooh, he is plus 18 right now. I like that. What's growing on him? Offense awareness is going up. That's good. Yes, I'd like to see his accuracy go up. And his power there. Russ Perron's going to be a good player for us. I'm glad we picked him up. I'm glad Tampa was willing to make that trade. And then in the AHL, 2 minutes growing. Granlund grew a little bit. That's good. Hopefully he continues to grow. And let's see who's available on the trading block. Not interested in any of them. First round picks are always okay. Troy Krug, I'm not interested in. Tuukka Rask would be a nice backup, but he's cost way too much. Actually, his potential isn't too bad. Maybe we could pick him up for a backup. Patrick Kane is available. We could try to pick him up again. Yes, we tried to pick him up last year, but it was his money we couldn't afford. I wouldn't mind picking up Patrick Kane again. Although he does have 2 years left, which I don't like. Never mind. He signed a 2-year deal at $10 million. No, not interested. Last year was the year to get him, but we couldn't make the money work. Jonathan Quick wouldn't be a terrible backup. He is 38 though. Let's see. Nope, not interested. Honestly, Kopitar, we don't really need. Ooh, Kevin Shattenkirk. No, we don't need another defenseman. We just got rid of Hedman. McNiven, we could maybe pick up. No, he's already good. Crosby would be interesting to pick up. Brophy, there's a funny name. All right, so there's the guys available from the teams. In terms of what we could use, I mean, yeah, we could pick up Patrick Kane, put him on the first. Move down probably Tanguay. Yeah, move Tanguay down. And then that'd leave like probably Schmaltz going down. I mean, it's not really ideal to do that. It's not a terrible idea. Or we could pick up Crosby. I don't want to pay the amount that I don't want to pay $10 million for 2 years for Patrick Kane, because we're not going to be able to get rid of him. And defensively, we could pick up Shattenkirk, but really, with this top four, we don't need anyone. And even when we're all healthy, we're pretty good. So I think we're good. You can let me know any of your opinions there in the chat. But other than that, I'm going to take a quick break. So thanks a lot for those of you watching on YouTube. Take a look in the description below for my information. YouTube.com/busdriver, Twitch.tv/bus_driver, and at busdriver on Twitter. All those spelled with an L, 3US. Hit those like buttons, hit those follow buttons, so you can see when I'm live. Join me in chat. I appreciate when you do. I'm going to take a quick break here, and then we'll be back for after the trade deadline. So stick around. I'll see you in just a bit. Take care.